Okay, today is the October 22nd. It's so fast. Time really flies. Wow, that's pretty impressive. As you know, today is the last day of this XANA's growth campaign. It has been almost 15 days. We have been released a lot of news. Let me go through the one by one in today's AMA, and I'm gonna start answering the questions. Okay, let's slowly start. Welcome everyone to XANA's AMA Global Meetup, October 22nd. And I have a lot of updates today. Let me explain one by one because there's a tons of update in this 1 week since the last time. First thing, thank you so much for the massive success of the land sale. We sold total of 5,096 NFTs in total, and the total sales was 3,096 Ethereum. That is such a huge success in this kind of NFT winter market and a crypto winter market. So it's really a remarkable result. I'm so happy about this one, and I'm truly appreciated for this result and the cooperation of all of you guys. Even after the secondary market, it is going really good. It's super impressive. Right after the secondary market start, it quickly reached to the almost like a 2x, and now the floor price is kind of stable on the a 2x almost in such a short time. It's very impressive because I thought it's gonna glow. I was really sure that it glows. I was imagining that it's gonna go more slower than currently what it is now, because the true demand of the land will slowly going up according to the time with the growth of the metaverse industry itself. But actually it happened much quicker than I thought and much bigger than I expected, and that really the result of this quick pump of the floor price and also the average trading price. That's very impressive. Now it is sitting on around almost 2,800 or almost 3,000 Ethereum market cap right now. It's really huge. And the floor price quickly becoming from $200 to almost 380 or 400 something around that, right? And the average trading price is even higher than that. That's really impressive. So I truly appreciate, and we're gonna keep update a lot of newses and update, of course, for this about the land quickly. Yesterday, we updated about the new functions called a world. We're gonna slowly start this implementation and development to realize actually somewhere around middle to end of the November, we're gonna deploy the world function together with the land. I mean the how to deploy this world NFTs on top of this land NFT to increase the value and uniqueness of your own land. I will go deeper into this function a little bit later on this AMA. So let me go through first. Let me introduce the first topic was a huge success of this land sale. Truly thankful, and I'm truly happy. And according to this huge success of the land sale, the XANA Genesis price is increasing a lot as well. It was something somewhere around 0.3 or something, right? I don't exactly remember how much was it a week ago. But now it is sitting almost around 0.5 Ethereum. That is huge. And that's kind of understandable because according to the land demand going higher, that will lead the demand of the XANA Genesis as well. Because to stake this land NFTs, you're gonna need a XANA Genesis NFTs and together as one to stake. So it happens naturally, but actually it happens a way bigger than I expected, and I'm so excited about that. So now during of XANA growth campaign, land according to the great success of land sale, XANA Genesis is having a lot of success as well. Now I'm seeing this one almost like a number 3, the third place and the fourth place of the Japanese NFT market cap site. That's fantastic thing, because it's almost like top within the top 5, 2 of our collection from XANA is listed. So that is having a lot of exposure and presence in this Japanese market as well. And of course, I think somewhere around the half of the owner is now from the overseas, and that is also amazing thing. So like we are kind of very rare NFTs collections, which has both market huge in Japan and also global. So according to that, XANA Genesis, let me update about XANA Genesis. Just today, we deployed a new update of XANA Genesis, and that include so the UI has been improved a lot for both web and mobile version of XANA Genesis chat app. So some of you guys haven't tried it yet. You can go to a XANA website and go to the XANA Genesis to access to the XANA Genesis chat site. And we improved the UI a lot. Now you can you can change the background picture of XANA Genesis, your own XANA Genesis. So if you want to feel like, my AI girl will match with the futuristic background, I want to put some beach kind of background for my XANA Genesis, and you can totally do it. So that is the update. And also in the chat window, you can update your own picture and your name. I see a lot of you guys don't know about name changing function or icon change function in Xanaria, but this is changeable from Xanaria. So actually it is synchronizing, it is the same database. So if you update your profile picture or the name in Xanaria, then it's going to be applied to the XANA Genesis chat app as well. So that's how you're going to change it. So I think if you click your name or your icon, we're trying to lead that into Xanaria profile page for you to edit your profile picture and name. Okay, so like I want you to try that. All of these functions are still in the testing phase, but we deployed on the live for you to try out first and give us a lot of feedbacks. Okay, and another update for the XANA Genesis is it went to multi-language, and now we are testing on the Japanese language function, because a lot of users are coming from Japan for the XANA Genesis. So we tried that first. But of course, after this one, we're going to closely look at what kind of user base is there for the XANA Genesis, like geographic locations of the owners. We're going to try one by one. First, it was, of course, in English, and now it's Japanese. And maybe it's going to be like a China or Korea first, or even Spanish or Portuguese or Turkish. I still need to look at our database, but we're going to apply one by one, so don't worry. It's going to go more broader. The XANA Genesis become more broader and more users can start joining. So that is our aim, and now it is ready for the Japanese. Okay, and another update for XANA Genesis is we implement some kind of basic learning function for the owners. So before, as some of you guys remember that you guys have a little bit difficulty to let the XANA Genesis to remember what you said. I mean, if you use the edit answer function, then definitely she can learn. Okay, so like it is kind of giving her like a force update of her memory to update her answer directly. But this new update that was doable our last original version until now. But this new update allows you to just frankly speak to your XANA Genesis, and she is gonna kind of automatically remember what the owners say to her. So if you say like, yeah, my name is XXX, and I like this, and I think this and that, then like she will, not perfect yet, but she's gonna perfectly remember what you said. So that next time, if you kind of talk about a similar kind of topic, then she will try her best to remember what she talked to you before and what she learned from you before to apply into that conversation. That is a kind of new update. So this one is a very deep and big feature. So everything cannot be done at the one-time shot. So like, please like try and give us a lot of feedbacks, like how do you think and what is good and what is not enough still, and which part needs more improvement, so that like we can focus on that part to improve in the next update. Okay, I think that is pretty much it, right? For this time's XANA Genesis update. Improve the UI, yes, like we optimized for the mobile view as well. So please try to open the XANA Genesis web app in the mobile, then you will see the optimized UI. So that is the first one, UI improvement. And then second, conversation with the owner. And number 3, multi-language, first in Japanese. Fourth, you can apply your own icon and the username from Xanaria to apply to XANA Genesis web app. And next, you can update the background main window, which you see the huge XANA Genesis girl character. That main window, you can change the background. And I believe that will be visible for the other user as well. You are the owner, and if you update background, then it should be visible for the other user. We are really lost to update these functions. Like another half of the team have not able to test it yet. So yeah, please let us know. That is pretty much it for the update. Oh yeah, one small but like important update is you can update your own XANA Genesis girl's name from this chat window. So I think if you connect your wallet, then you will see some kind of edit button on the right top of the UI, which is next to her name. You will see the edit name button. That's going to be much easier than before. So yeah, please try this function. Okay, so that is the pretty much update for the XANA Genesis. And what we are working on behind the scene is the voice recognition function to listen to your audio to understand what you're saying. Another thing is the animation, of course. This is almost done. So we are now thinking like how to publish these functions because we will need to release the plugin first, the animation plugin and the audio speaking plugin first for the users. And those who purchase that plugin will be able to apply that plugin into the certain XANA Genesis to let her start animated and also speaking. So we were trying to think about maybe we can apply some to our company owning XANA Genesis, some character to try out for a while and for you to try out and see how it look like and how good it is to improve it maybe. And then we're gonna have enough time for you guys. Then you can start acquiring this voice and animation plugins. So we can probably showcase this function very soon, but the release of this plugin itself can be a little bit later. Maybe around 1 month or not like 2 months or so, but at least I want to showcase and let you to try first during this month. Okay, so that is what we are working on XANA Genesis. And another update is about the land. One of the questions I'm getting from the user, some of you guys giving a question about how to combine the XANA land. So I will at the same time answering this question. We don't have an exact name about this combination, but let's call it a set. A set means the combination of the land NFT and the world NFT. Okay, so let's call set at this moment. This land NFT, as you see now in Xanaria or OpenSea, it is an individual, a unique NFT collection. Okay, and this will not increase the number itself until we release a new land accordingly. It's going to be a maximum of 75k the land, and we are releasing that small portion by small portion. This time was like 5,180 NFTs and some like maybe 2,000 to 3,000 in the private sale, and the another around the 2,000 to 3,000 land NFT for the Rooster Fighter owners. So total will be somewhere around 12k or 13k will be our very initial round of XANA land amount. And that will not increase suddenly until we release the next land. But the world NFT, let me talk about the world NFT. It is actually the one unique NFT collection itself. So the world NFT collection is not a part of land NFT collection. It is an individual, separate NFT collection. Okay? So if you want to look for the land NFT, of course, in the Xanaria or OpenSea, you will look for XANA land NFT collection. But if you want to look for the world, it will be also available in Xanaria and OpenSea. For the world, I kind of recommend to do it in Xanaria because the original creator will have to mint this world NFT first every time he create a new world. Okay? So that will be automatically listed. It is faster to be accessible from the Xanaria side because that is the original, almost like a minting site. As it is our own marketplace, we can include a lot of functions in there. For example, if we can allow allow creator to put some kind of picture preview or video preview, or like link to the Twitter, or like link to the like YouTube video or whatever. So whatever the creator wants to provide information, the way how to introduce his own creation, it is better to have a lot of ways, various ways to, to presentate your own created world, right? We can do it in Xanaria because we have 100% freedom how to develop it. When it comes to the OpenSea, it is very limited. We cannot like fully customize anything. So it's gonna be like a very simple NFT collection in there, OpenSea, but it's gonna be, like more kind of interactive, or like we can include more information in Xanaria side. So for the world, we recommend to do it trade in Xanaria. So I explained it is totally two different separate NFT collection first. Okay. And when it become a set, you can use this set function from your Xanaria or Xanaland map UI. As you are the owner, and then once you create or you acquire the world NFT from someone else or create yourself, then you will have an option in your land map to deploy your world on top of your land NFT. Do you understand this point? This is very important. And I think the best place to do it is in the land map UI. So that's going to be a land.xana.net.ui. In the right side, you will see the basic informations and your address and your thumbnail about your own land on the right sidebar, right? And below that, we're going to deploy the world UI as well. So like there will be the thumbnail of world NFT and the thumbnail of the creator's NFT and the current owner's NFT and etc. Okay, so you will be able to see both those informations in the one window in the Xanaland UI. Okay, once you deployed, it can be automatic or it can be a manually execution, but we're gonna have one option called to make a set. So by this function, you can combine this land NFT and the world NFT as a one set. This doesn't mean that two NFT actually merged into one. No, this is just for the, the convenient purpose. Okay. So this is just we are calling it as a set, but like NFT still exists as the individual NFT collection itself. And it is still two NFTs. That is the second concept. And the third concept, you can sell or list this set on the Ethereum network to list into Xanaria marketplace. And this should be only a Xanaria marketplace to list the set. Because in OpenSea, we do not have this kind of function over there. But Xanaria, we can do it. So the set will be available in Xanaria only on the Ethereum network. At this point, future, I don't know, we have more freedom, but at this point, this is the answer. So as it become a set, now you can trade these two NFTs together as one by the single transaction. So it's going to save a lot of gas fees, of course, actually attract more people because your land is now no more just empty space, but you have something on top of it. So that's going to be attractive for the land trader, for sure. So that is how you're going to create and then list that set. And the very important part how to sell this set is you will need to decide the price of this set. And that's going to be a sum of the price of the land and price of the world. So you will still need to set the price individually For example, you will set your world is like 0.2 ETH and your land is 0.5 ETH. So your set price will be identified as automatically at 0.5 ETH. Okay, it is a sum. That's how you're going to decide the set price. And of course, the new buyer will purchase this set by this one single transaction with paying this 0.5 Ethereum. Okay, so that is very convenient. And when it goes to the new owner, it is still a set, right? So the owner can directly his own username and the owner's informations on this set. He can see his new ownership in XANA Land Map UI. And the new owner still be able to list as it is again without any changes. So you purchase a set and you're gonna list a set, like no problem. This is very simple. But another scenario is if you purchase a set, but you want to change something. For example, you want to change the world on top of it for your newly created world, or that maybe the world which another creator create, and now you take off originally land from the set, then you're going to deploy the new world on top of your land, which you just acquired from the previous user. That is really bit tricky part. So I need you to like all the information that we're gonna release very soon and to try to understand this concept. This is very tricky, but this is how the future of the metaverse land will look like. Those action is very needed, and it is also giving more freedom for the owners instead of the limitation. So you still should be able to detach the world from the land and switch to another. That's how it works. So this is exactly why it is still keeping its independency as an NFT collection, because if we merge it into one NFT, then it's going to be super hard. It is almost impossible to divide into two pieces again. Okay? But as it is just temporarily kind of becoming a set, then detaching it is very easy. So you will still able to see the transaction individually. For example, even though you feel like, oh yeah, I purchased a set. I purchased some kind of amusement park world and the land together, it is looking like you acquired everything at once, but on the blockchain side, you will still able to see the individual transactions that, oh, the new owner of this world is him, and the ownership has been transferred, and the new owner of this land is also him. So there is a transaction history that both of those NFTs is moving to the new owner by one shot as a set. So that is how to make it easy, right? And at last, this is very important. So how you gonna find the set in the marketplace? That is a very great question. So this is how. Once you create the land, then that will be a searchable and listed within the land NFT collection, not the world collection, but in the land NFT collection. It will not create any new NFT collection itself. It is still in the land NFT collection. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to the Zenaria NFT marketplace and you will find a land NFT collection and you will see the filter. For example, I'm searching the common land, so you can filter the common, and I'm searching the rare land, so like you can search rare, and there will be 4 other filters, which is called 1x1, 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4, right? So you can just filter out and to be able to find your target land easily. And this function is already applied in OpenSea, so you can filter out by the size of reality. Once we make a set, that set will be added into the XANA Land NFT collection. Then we're gonna probably add the category as a filter in the future. So for example, this world is entertainment purpose, or this land is like houses, or this one business area, this one fantasy world, this one a game world, this one horror world, anything. So we will try to categorize it to make it easy. The creator should be able to select those kind of tab by the category when he create this world before listing. And once he create this world, the listing into the marketplace, then that's going to be searchable in this XANA Land NFT collection. And you will filter out the downloads of your world in the menu. Then you will be able to find the set of this. For example, if you want to acquire some like a world which is full of nature, and I want a layer land and I want the XX size. So you will do the 3 filters. For example, 3x3, rare, and the category nature. So you'll be able to see the list of this matching result. Okay? So that's how you're going to search this set in the Xanaria marketplace. And sadly, this set concept doesn't really work on the OpenSea at this moment. So this one will be only available in the Xanaria marketplace. Okay? Still, in the OpenSea, individual NFTs collections such as Land NFT collection or World NFT collection will be available, of course, but not set in OpenSea. Okay, so that is the basic concept of how it works. And one important thing is if your set any part of the world or any land fully or partially in rental, you're renting out or you're borrowing it, this set or world or the land, then this NFT cannot be listed to NFT marketplace, okay? Because that's gonna lead a lot of confusion, right? If you're renting your land or your set to someone else, you don't want to see he start selling it or renting out to someone else, right? Of course. So to make it simplify, we have this kind of limitation. Okay, so please remember, if it's on the rental or you're borrowing, then you cannot list, even though it is a set. On the other hand, of course, once you create a set, then that set will be available for both trade, purchase, or the rental. You can still just rent them. We're gonna probably soon have some kind of blog article to explain how this rental system works. But yes, like here I'm answering a little bit preview that you can rent out this set itself. Or you can still rent out only the land only or the world only, but you can still rent out this entire set as it is as well. Okay, so that is a great news. Okay, so I think that is pretty much it about our current plan about this land and world NFT, the combination as a set. The implementation of this function should be somewhere around between the mid to end of November, because this is a kind of very fresh and new idea and we need a little bit time to properly develop and test. Okay, so please wait for that function. But before that, you can already start building your world and you should be ready to do that. And in the XANA app side, we're gonna first deploy the world upload function from the XANA builder to XANA Metaverse app. That function will come earlier than this set trading function. Now you can already start building, right? And you can save it. Then next step, in the next update, you'll be able to push that world as an NFT. And the third step, you will be able to list that NFT to the marketplace for either selling or renting. So this is a 3 very important steps. So please note this thing. That is about the set. And the next question was how exactly the rent to earn works in XANA platform. So as I said, the first you're gonna create the world. Our current idea is that you can, as soon as we open this rent function, then you can already start renting out your current land to someone else. So besides you sell out your own land, you can rent out. And there will be some kind of time limitation between 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 180 days, or something like that. And you can just put your own price that you want to rent out, then you should be able to rent, right? So that is the basic function. And probably, I'm not really sure about the world. Should we allow world to be able to rent or it should be purchased? This one, I'm not really sure yet. We will still need a little bit time to figure out what works better. The land for sure. When it comes to the set of the NFTs, the set as a world on top of land together, then this should be able to be rent out as well. So this one is also for sure. Of course, like you will start earning the loyalty by renting your set or the land NFT. So that's how you're going to earn. There is a scenario if someone wants to create some attractive land. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough fund to acquire the land. Then there is an option. Like you can just rent the land itself as empty land. Then you can deploy that your own world on top of it. That is the one thing. There's a demand for that. Then the landowner can start earning to rent out the land to those users or the creators. That's how it works. Another case, if you want to earn by renting out your set, then I think this is kind of easier. For example, if there is a one company or individual who wants to plan some kind of virtual event in the metaverse, for example, and he wants to do it in XANA, but he doesn't have a land or he doesn't have a world itself, because even though creating a world is free, it should be deployed on top of land, right? And land is not free, of course. So in case you don't have enough fund, then you should be able to rent all those things together. If you want to borrow some kind of event space, then you can just look for those sets from the scenario search. If someone is owning event venue, also the land, then you can just borrow those things at once because it's a set. And you can start your event directly without creating anything or without paying a big fees to acquire the land or acquiring the set. So that is how it works. So it is really the supply and demand. We are keep trying our best to take a best effort to let more people know about XANA, its land or its world. We have a huge confidence. More people come to Metaverse and more people wants to start doing the event or own creation. Then the creators or owners of the land will be very happy, and there is opportunities to start earning by these actions. So that is how the mechanism works. Now that we have made a successful launch of XANA Land, and would the team be kind? Can the team provide roadmap for the land for upcoming plans? Okay, so yes, this is pretty much an update of what we are doing. Within 1 month, I think maybe middle of the November, you will be start visiting the world which you create or someone else create in XANA Metaverse app. That is the first step. And the second step is that you can start listing the world and land together. And now, after that, you can start to renting out as well, beside the selling. That is the roadmap. Add one more thing. We are working on the update of XANA Builder very seriously. And now it is becoming better and better. For example, you can open the XANA Twitter, and we just tweeted around like 2 hours ago. And that is a little bit sneak preview of our upcoming XANA Builder update. Now you will see the rich sky, and you will see some kind of wind is going on. And there's a lot of light reflection applied in the creator-generated world. Those kind of things were available only for us, like a developer side, to implement those kind of things for some certain world. But now after this new update, which is upcoming update of XANA Builder, everyone, like user, creator, can start doing the same thing. So they can start building a world like us, developer side. So that's how we are improving this XANA Builder, of course. You will see a lot more a rich outlook of the world. So that makes your creativity more exciting. So that is the update of the XANA Builder. And finally, we uploaded, of course, the XANA Builder app for the Mac user as well. On top of that, we unlocked the XANA Builder for everyone. So now you do not have to own the Alpha Pass NFTs to start using the world. Besides, you don't need to have anything. Now you just need to connect the wallet to start building. That was the advantage for the Alpha Pass holder. But since we already sold out the land, then now everybody is ready to create. So we just opened all of the function to everyone. That is the update of the XANA Builder. Another question from the users. Any upcoming privileges for the Astroboy holders in the future? We are trying to implement our Astroboy NFTs into the NFT duel. That was only an ULTRAMAN at this moment. In the next update, I hope we can include the Astroboy so that the user can still start playing this Astroboy NFT game in the NFT duel. That's the first thing. Another upcoming benefit, let's see, because we all keep working on this Astroboy NFT collection, we already updated, we provided one extra utility beside of this NFT duel. One physical privilege was the competition of Tottori Prefecture. And many of you guys earned the rice or the discount ticket. There was some travel coupon, right? And we are very working closely with the JTB, which is a tourism institutions in Japan, and they're also global conglomerate. We will see they are actually working really hard to how to improve this user experience and include more benefit. Maybe we're gonna improve some AR function or the actual benefit for users who actually owning the NFT and visited each local. Maybe he should be able to have some kind of benefit like a discount or some kind of free stuff. Those kind of things is what the JTB is working on constantly and keep expanding the partnerships with all over Japan. We also have one upcoming new collection from the Astroboy Japan in somewhere around the middle of the next month. So please look for it. We are targeting to open the NFT duel for the Astroboy users as well by the Astroboy card. Yes, that is the update. So as I just explained the NFT duel, let me update the NFT duel as well. So the Mac users can also start playing that again. Sorry for the inconvenience, and now it is back. So all the Mac users can start playing it. And in this weekend, there is no major issue found in this weekend. Then we can starting this test league from the beginning of next week, from Monday or Tuesday. So please try out and to find out if there's no major issue or not, if you are ready for the test league or not, let us know. Yeah, but I'm very excited to restart this test league because I really loved everyone plays. And we have a big rewards for this test league as well. So let's see. Beside of this one, we have a small updates of NFT Duel. I think that was October 20th. We released a new version of the NFT Duel. So please check this update, what happened to NFT Duel. There's a lot of minor fixes, but it is actually improved a lot of user experience. The largest change is that now you'll be able to see your a special ability or the elements inside of the UI while you're playing or choosing the card. Before that, there was no information, so you have to look for your player's manual or player's guide to double check that, okay, this element is strong against these elements, right? And many users want to have instant information within the game, so we implement that. So please try this function and let us know it is really good or not. Okay, so that is the one biggest update, and beside that, we fixed a lot of bugs and a lot of reported issues from you guys. So let's see, a lot of major issues is already solved, we hope. That is the update of the NFT Duel. And now, beside that, what we are working on the NFT Duel is, of course, a new collection, right? The Astroboy's new collection, the current Tottori collection comes to the game. And now we are working on the Crypto Ninja collaboration, and the card design is already almost done. We're just waiting to finalize all the designs and details. Now trying to find the best time to release this one. Because we just finished our land sale, so we don't want to release anything too quick. Let's find the best time around in the November or this within this quarter 4. That is the content side, and the technical side. We are now developing these abilities of the NFT Duel card was gathered from the DAO community. So we have a lot of discussions and a lot of go back and forth about the ability, and we fixed first series of the ability with the DAO members. And now we've been constantly working on development of these abilities because this ability development is kind of really tricky. We have to make sure to let it happen properly under any kind of situations. It needs a lot of time, but we are working on it. And let's see, we are targeting to deploy this ability function within this November. Let's see, we will try our best. And that will drastically make this NFT Duel game experience much more deeper and more exciting. Now it is kind of simply, hit and it's just like attacking, right? It's a simple attacking calculation with a little bit depth of the elements, weakness and the resistance, yes. But this ability works totally differently. And each card upper from the level 4 will have individual, very unique abilities itself. That is very exciting. So yeah, let's see, and you will feel the true value of the stronger card from here. So that is what we are working on for the NFT duel side. And at the same time, we are constantly working on the mobile version of this NFT duel. Let's say we completed almost like a half. Yeah, let's see if we can do it in the November or even I think the latest, I think the December is pretty much doable to release this mobile version. So that is the update. Of course, the new version of the NFT Duel is also available for the Mac users as well. So now everyone can start preparing for the test league. That is update for NFT Duel. And let me talk about this XANA app at last. So XANA app, we are almost ready for the iOS relaunch, I mean. We are creating up a lot of informations and new directions to prevent another restriction from the Apple's new rule. They really want to, make sure this Web3 NFTs or cryptos don't interrupt their current business model. And we are totally understanding that. So if we are trying to follow their Apple's decisions and directions as much as possible, and we just totally become like a total very healthy app, not to interrupt anything. So that should be totally fine now because there was a lot of back and forth between them and us. So now it is finally solved and we're just waiting for the final improvement. You will see it very soon, this relaunch of the iOS version of the XANA Metaverse app very soon. We hope somewhere in the next week. Okay, and Android, we update Android to the kind of latest version as well. So now you will see a lot of fixes compared to the last version. So now this Android app is almost the same condition as the iOS version that we launched weeks ago. And it gets stopped. So I think not many of the people can experience that. But now the Android is almost like same level of the iOS version. Before that one, like Android version has some more kind of problem compared to the iOS version. But now I think most of that part is solved. So I think you're going to have a better user experience in this Android version. Please let us know your feedback. We love to see that. What is coming up for the XANA Metaverse app? Next update in the November update will be our character customization. We're going to update the XANA Avatar Builder to the 2.0, and that is improving a lot. Overall visual of the XANA app is also improving according to what you see in our new XANA Builder made asset. The user created world, which we posted in the Twitter like today. And so that will be somewhere around that quality, and that is what we are working on. And beside that, we are developing the event function right after the user deployment of his own world on top of land. Let's see, the next update of the XANA Metaverse mobile, we will have a character update. Okay. Second phase, we're going to have a user-generated world to be visible for the other users. That's the second one. And the third update, we're going to have an event function for allowing everyone to organize the event on his own land. So that is the kind of update we are working on right now. And we're hopefully to complete all of things in November, but at the latest, December. Not all of them will be December. I think that most of them can be on the November. So that's how first we are working on, and I hope we will launch it as soon as possible. Another news is that our business development in China is going really good now. And we have lines of the new collaborations and major adoptions in China side as well. So we're going to launch XANA and Zenaria in China. I think that Zenaria is already launched in China. And that is a separate website, but it is already launching. And the XANA app will soon also launch in China. So China version of XANA has a totally different law because Chinese people are very adapted into, the Alipay or like WeChat payment. So payment method is basically different. And of course, crypto is totally heavily restricted in the Chinese side. So that is what we are working on, and we found a very good way how to, launch this app successfully in China. And now it already passed and it is almost ready. So yeah, we are just waiting for the approval in China store. And that is a big, because China is almost like number 1 or number 2 biggest country, will have largest metaverse market in upcoming 10 years almost. And Japan is the third, but China is that big. So yes, of course, we are very focusing on this market to get the very early winner position in this huge, massive growing market. Yeah, that is the XANA app side. Let me update in the end, let me go quickly cover all the update about the XETA token. Few days ago, we update the new announcement about XETA token burning, right? So there is a 2-step. First, we announced a new deflationary mechanism to how to burn the equal amount of the XETA token, which is coming from the land sale revenue. So we decided to use 50% of the revenue from the land, or the 50% of any kind of the secondary market royalty from the XANA Land or XANA Genesis to use to the buyback from current market, and another 50% we're gonna burn from the upcoming allocations. The upcoming releases. So we're gonna, either way, the both 50%, 50%, so total of 100% value will be reduced from the fully diluted market cap anyway. So that is a very aggressive plan, but that is how much we are confident about this, our NFT sale connect to the XETA token. Because after implementing this new announcement, new plan, new mechanism, more NFT sold from the initial market or more NFT traded from the secondary market, it's gonna lead the increasement of the value of XETA token. That is very important. And we are actually already generating a good amount of the revenue from the NFT sale, so that making us not necessary to sell out the development allocation of the token to the market. So we're not gonna hurt, any current market by selling developers token. So that is so much better to earning, the development cost covered by the NFT sale, so much better than, the selling out their own tokens. So that is gonna actually definitely boost the value of XETA token a lot. We announced another update about XETA token is that we will postpone our marketing or liquidations or ecosystems token, or of course development token, to postpone almost 9 months. So that means our first year, there will be 0 token released from our side. There will be only a token will be available. Public round owners and the private round owners will have a same vesting as it's planned originally, but all of the other allocations will be postponed in 9 months. So there will be almost inflation speed becomes 4 times slower than the original. That is huge thing. And we're gonna start applying this rule from right away. Actually right away. So from the next vesting, the companies or any other allocations vesting will not happen from the November's vesting. Okay? A day after tomorrow will be the date of the burn. The tokens. 50% amount of the land NFT sale revenue. We're gonna start burning the 50%, buying back and burn from the market in Monday. That is the update for the XETA token. And we are constantly working on how to increase the demand and the utility for XETA token all the time. Of course, as I explained a lot about the world and the land NFTs and this mechanism, today's in AMA, and we are connecting the XETA token deflationary model into this land and world sale as well. The basically more land traded or more land and world set traded or created and the more world sold, it's gonna constantly lead a deflation of XETA token. Because we're going to keep using that kind of all of the platform royalties, incomes to use it for the buyback and burn. So that is our plan, and we are thinking more plans to give more utilities for the XETA tokens. Of course, one of the largest utilities is as a gas token for the XANA chain. And it is coming. I think we're going to have a huge update of XANA chain in our next growth campaign, which is probably happening in November. Already testing out whole very long time and from a lot of perspectives. So, and now it's working totally fine. So we are now just finding a best timing to deploy this XANA chain. And let me quickly recap of our second half of XANA growth campaign at the last before closing this AMA session. So last AMA was the 15th of October. So from the 16th, new announcement to start. And 16th announcement was the Fuji Land acquired XANA Land. Some of you guys don't know about the Fuji group from Japan. It is one of the largest media conglomerate from Japan, Fuji Sankei group. And this Fuji Land is a kind of real estate subsidiary company of the Fuji group. So they are operating a lot of events or a local museum and etc. More likely for the the real estate side. So that is kind of interesting thing that Fuji Land acquired XANA Land. Together we're gonna start developing a lot of things using the Metaverse Land. Okay, date 16th, we released this news, the XANA token's new burning deflationary mechanism model. That's what I just explained now. Next day, the Bybit acquired XANA Land. That is fantastic news because the Bybit is one of the most rapid growing crypto exchanges, and they are a very big partner of our NFT sale as well. Many of you guys remember a few months ago, we sold out ULTRAMAN NFTs in almost 10 seconds. And that was huge. And we are planning to the next NFT launch together in near future. And I'm so glad to having us on our land. And together we're going to start developing many kind of Web3 content with Bybit. And next day, date of 16th October, we announced the OKX land acquisition. Oh my God. That is another big news because the OKX, that's definitely one of the top exchange in the world. And just same as a Bybit, we're gonna start developing a lot of metaverse content with the OKX. And 20th, we announced this huge acceleration of deflationary model and delay of the inflation of XETA token for the most of the allocation of our XETA. So that's going to definitely accelerate deflation of the XETA token. That is a great news for all of the XETA token holders. Yesterday, we announced the Gate.io land acquisitions. They are another our great partners. Actually, we are almost all of the exchanges who listed XETA token is now acquiring XANA Land to develop together. So that is a great thing. And that leaves our last announcement of this growth campaign, which is KuCoin land acquisitions. Without introducing, they already are one of the largest exchanges. And now they are also on top of our land. And together we're going to start creating the new kind of metaverse content with them. So now almost every exchanges are in XANA Land beside of you guys. So I'm very happy about this one. I don't almost see any other metaverse which is onboarding such a huge exchanges and the various exchanges all together. So that making us really special. At the same time, not only the Web2 industries, institutions, we are aggressively onboarding our metaverse partners from the Web3 field as well, the crypto side, blockchain side as well. Okay, and we're gonna keep updating those kind of new acquisition news time by time. And in the end, we are having a huge update coming in November in our next growth campaign. A lot of news is which we didn't announce in this first growth campaign will be all announced in the second growth campaign in November. So please looking forward, we'll keep growing. So that is pretty much it. Okay. I talk about a lot of things. NFT Duel, XANA Land, XANA World set, and XANA app, Android update, iOS update, NFT Duel update, and XANA Genesis update, of course. NFT prices keep rising for both XANA Land and XANA Genesis. And a lot of acquisitions, land acquisition happening during this XANA growth campaign. So today is the one last day of the XANA growth campaign. I really thank you so much. I'm really thankful all of you guys who read this huge success of land launch. And this, our legend and history continues to the next growth campaign. So thank you so much again and have a great weekend. We are keep going on and we are keep winning together. Thank you so much everyone and see you in next week. Bye.